This is 5.3, properties of addition and multiplication. Equivalent expressions are expressions that result in the same number for any value of each variable. The commutative property, let's think about your commute to work, means changing the order for adding or multiplying that does not change the sum or product. So if you drive from home to school and you go the same route, that is the same distance as going from school to home. So it's forwards or backwards, and that works for addition and multiplication. If I test those with numbers, 6 plus 4 is the same as 4 plus 6, and 6 times 4 is the same as 4 times 6. We must be all adding or all multiplying to switch the orders, so they have to be all the same. This does not work for subtraction and division, only addition and multiplication. So the associative property says that changing the grouping of adding or multiplying does not change the sum or product. So think about, who do you associate with? Who are your groups that you hang out with? So if that is A plus B plus C equals A plus B plus C. So if I have 6 plus 4, that's 10, plus 3 is 13. Or I have 4 plus 3 is 7, and 6 plus 7 is 13. So it works for addition. It also works for multiplication. A times B, 6 times 4 is 24, 24 times 3 is 72. If I change where the parentheses are, I change the group. 4 times 3 is 12, and 12 times 6 is 72. So we're going to simplify the expression. If I have 5 plus 3 plus x, 3 plus x is in parentheses, I'm going to use the associative property to change what is in the parentheses. I do 5 plus 3 is 8, and 8 plus x. I do not know x. I can't do anything with it. It just needs to stay x. So this is my answer. If I have 2 times 12 times y, I'm going to use the associative property and change parentheses to be around the numbers. 2 times 12 is 24. 24 times y is 24y. And here I have 7 plus y plus 12. I'm going to change the order. I'm going to switch the y and the 12 and change the parentheses to be around the numbers. So this is commutative property and associative property. 7 plus 12 is 19 plus y. And here I have 3 times z times 8. I'm going to switch the 3 and the z, and then switch the 3. If I switch the 3 and the z would be first, 3 would be second, and then I change where the parentheses are. It looks like I just switched z and 8. That still works. You can combine using commutative and associative properties as long as it works. You just have to check it. Check to make sure I used this property and it was here. I used the next property to get the next line. So you just have to show your work, go step by step. We have the addition property of 0, and that says the sum of any number and 0 is that number. 3 plus 0 is 3. So I have that here. Then we have multiplication properties of 0 and 1. We know that the product of any number and 0 is 0. So 4 times 0 is 0. The product of any number and 1 is that number. 4 times 1 is 4. These are things that we already know. We're just putting a name to it. So we're going to simplify and solve. 6 times m is 0. 6m equals 0. Something times 0 is 0, so m must be 0. If I have 3 times 0 times k, 3 times 0 is 0, 0 times k is 0. If I have 17 times n times 1, 17 times 1 is 17, 17n times 1 is still 17n. If I have 1/3 times 1 times q times r, 1/3 times 1 is 1/3. And then all of these, I can't combine them anyway, they're different. There's no ones or zeros, we just smush them all together. Let's say you and your friends are on a team. The team league fee is $50 and the t-shirts cost X dollars each and the equipment is $42.99. Find how much it costs when the t-shirts are $10 each. So if I have $50 to join the league, I have me and 5 friends, so that's 6 people total, and the cost of each t-shirt, so I need 6 t-shirts, each at X dollars, and the equipment is $42.99, so I'm going to add that on. Figure out what the cost is when the t-shirts are $10 each. So I plug in 10 for X, for the t-shirt cost, and then I can do 6 times 10 is 60, and now I can add all these numbers together to get my total is $152.99.